Antayin natin. Hawakin ko lang. Ready? Ikausap niya. Magaba. Ay, hindi pa pala. Bakit mo kasi? 8.1?
Okay, good afternoon. So, the Secretariat, we have the forum.
Yes, sir. 3 regular members and 1 new user.
Okay, so we will start first with the briefing conference, and then we will meet the leaders. So we'll start with 7.1.
Malapag wala, 7.2. Ako kaamara.
Okay, since there is no leader or no leader for the briefing conference for 7.1, then we go to 7.2. End user representative, Chief Staff Kumar.
Good afternoon, leaders. Welcome to our private conference. Naka-live po tayo. Per company na lang pwede. 1 representative per company. Please state your name and the company you represent.
Good afternoon, I'm Rachel from People's International Enterprises.
Next.
Please use your question.
I'm Mr. Marlon Scotty from LD Industrial.
Sama.
I'm January Vitonal from Max Energy Ventures.
Afternoon po, I'm Mary Sherman Madam from the Technology System Department.
Thank you. Any other company?
We'll sort it out with us.
JP Ardiliano from One Commerce.
Earning the 2 info masters. Any other company? Okay na? Okay. Nakita niyo na po ang bid box natin? So, may question, clarifications? Go ahead para TWG natin sasagot. Yung gusto po magtanong, go ahead. Clear po ang specifications natin? Clear ang instructions sa bill? Tayo po.
Tanong ko lang po.
Mag-make po.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Last ko lang po, what is the existing, the brand of the existing UPS po?
The existing UPS is Mitsubishi. Hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung particular model, pero yung brand niya, ang manufacturer niya is Mitsubishi. It was directly delivered, supplied from Japan. Kaya hindi namin alam kung sino ang local supplier.
Sir, can we ask the vendor of the UPS to be on site during the installation po?
Yun nga, actually yung UPS na yan is a donation from Japan. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, hindi namin alam kung sino yung kanilang local counterpart dito. Kasi nung sinupply yan dito together with the equipment, isang package.
Sir, are we to use the existing battery rack po for the batteries?
Isa yun sa mga consideration natin. So, kaya nga nire-require namin na lahat ng prospective bidders, yung willing na sumali, mag-conduct sila ng ocular inspection para makita nila yung rack na paglalagay ng battery para hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng problema sa dimension. Mas kumbaga preferred namin na kasi siguro naman alam nyo kung gaano karami yung batteries, yung quantity, kaya ganun nga kalaki yung cost. So kung malalaki yung battery baka mapuno yung buong building ng ano yun. Kaya kumbaga may specific dimension. Mas maliit. Sa ngayon kasi mas mga lumiliit na yung mga dimensions ng mga battery natin. So sa tingin ko naman kakasya naman yun. Mas as long as mas maliit siya, huwag lang lumaki doon sa existing ng mga batteries natin. Kung mga millimeters lang ang pagitan, ang difference, siguro matatansya na lang natin. So, yun nga, required namin na mag-conduct ng ocular inspection.
May iba pang tanong?
Yes, ma'am, regarding po sa cables po, are we to provide new cables po ba or we use the existing cables po?
Kung nakabili kayo ng mga P-documents, makikita niyo dito sa additional requirements. The batteries to be supplied shall be inclusive of inter-cell and inter-tire connectors, terminal lugs and cables and other materials as necessary in this direction. So, dito naman yung mga requirements niya. Kung sa technical ang pag-usapan natin, so, ito yung pinaka. So, pati yung dimension, hindi dimension sa number 2. Tapos sa number 3, ito nga yung sinasabi ko na maybe more than but should not be less than the rating required. Kasi minsan nagbabari sa manufacturer, merong iba yung dimension, iba yung rating nila eh. Tapos ito ang natin, certified din yun na sa date na should be not older than 3 months reckoned from the delivery date. So kung ang delivery nyo ay halimbawa is this month, so 3 months prior yun yung kanyang manufacturing date. Kasi minsan, yun na-experience namin mga old stock batteries, so hindi na na-attain yung maximum lifespan na dapat na i-deliver ng battery. Tapos magkakaroon tayo ng ito yung body services sa number 5, supply delivery, hauling, installation, capacity testing, and internal system testing. Ang kasama pati yung commissioning. And then, i-clarify ko lang na pati yung pag-haul ng mga disposal ng mga batteries kasama sa ating scope. Okay, sorry. So, bali, kung meron kayong additional queries dito sa mga requirements natin, nang nakikita yun ang ano natin, yun ang discuss na lang siguro natin para mas paano tayo. And yun nga, I suggest na maganda kayo ng ocular inspection. Parang
Okay, may tanong ba?
Tanong ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Meron
Ma'am, regarding sa capacity po, kanina, yung 1.7 volts po for 3 hours, can it be 231 ampere hours po? Kasi it's stated po na 235.5.
Saan ba yan?
Yung rating po at 1.73 hours.
53 po.
Kaya,
Yes po.
ang tanong mo ay,
Can it be 251? Or, I know, 231? Or it's too far po?
masyadong mababa na eh, pagka 230 eh.
Okay.
So kung mga 250, pwede pa natin may allow yun. Pero kung 230, sa tingin ko masyadong mababa. Masyadong mababa na pagka nasa 230 pa.
So, fix na.
250 pwede natin i-consider, pero 253. Actually kasi yung ang ano sana namin, makuha namin yung dating battery kaso hindi kami pwedeng dikta ng doon. Kaya kumbaga tinaasa na lang namin ng konti yung specifications. Ito yung minimum. Kasi imagine ninyo 2010 pa na-install yung battery. At lower.
Any questions pa? Balik ka na lang. Sige, ma'am.
Hello po, good afternoon. I would like to clarify lang po yung sa old batteries natin. Hauling lang po ba ang included sa aming responsibility or pati po yung pag-i-endorse for the proper recycling plant for the old batteries?
Sa hauling lang kasi mayroon kaming restriction sa disposal eh. Kasi government property pa rin yun eh. Kailangan may mga clearance unless na siguro mabigyan kami ng clearance kung paano makapag-secure ng clearance at madi-disposal. Pero hindi ko mai-assure na makakakuha tayo niyan within the duration.
Okay, sir. So, ano lang po, para mabigyan niyo lang kami ng designated area wherein doon namin ilalagay yung mga...
Yes, ma'am. Ganun na lang kasi merong mga ano yan eh, kumbaga pag dispose tayo, baka magkaroon kami ng kaso.
Yes, sir. So, pinag-clarify lang po kasi
Yes. Maano lang, may ano lang natin ng maayos. Hindi kasi minsan magiging eyesore kung kumbaga.
Sir, another question. Para po dun sa clarification lang po dun sa responsible tayo for the protection during the installation. Are yung po bang magiging mananalo is required to provide at least backup, parang walang downtime. Naka-online po ba yung UPS natin while we are installing or naka-offline po ito?
Actually, online siya. Pero, yun nga, yung installation time niyan is titingnan natin kung ano yung pinaka-the best na schedule. At saka kung ano yung allowed naman magkaroon ng downtime, pero yun nga, titingnan natin kung gaano katagal yung downtime at depende rin sa oras. Kasi pwede naman tayong magkaroon, paanda rin yung backup generators para continuous na may supply yung tsaka yung gagawin yung trabaho not at the critical time, lalo na kung maraming flights, hindi pa pwede gawin. So normally siguro mga madaling araw, gano'n.
Okay, sir. So, is it safe to say po na kumbaga kami, halimbawa, if in case, we have to be ready na lang po na if in case kailangan namin mag-provide ng backup during the installation to ensure lang na wala talaga tayong magiging downtime?
So, kumbaga, that is a very welcome sa amin yun. Kung willing naman kayo na mag-provide, pero hindi naman mandatory na bawat kung sino man mananalo is, kung may capability kayo na mag-provide ng backup power, mas advantageous sa amin yun.
Okay, sir. Salamat po.
Any questions? Clarifications? Chief?
Good afternoon po. Ma'am, for the ocular visit o the site survey, magkakaroon ba tayo ng scheduled date para doon or kumbaga kanya-kanya na lang si vendor pagpunta sa site?
Yung mga nag-i-intend na mag-visit, mag-signify na kayo para mabigyan namin kayo ng schedule kasi kumbaga ano yun restricted facility, hindi basta-basta pwedeng pasukin. So hindi pa natin ma-assure na mabibigyan tayo ng permiso agad-agad. Kaya kung sino yung mga talagang gustong pumunta, magbigay na ng ibigay na yung mga names, tsaka yung kung ilang person, tsaka kung kasi may mga clearances na kailangan tayo na secure para makapunta. At least dalawa, may isang technical tsaka isang
Then, for that one po, dapat ba through letter na lang namin ipapadala yung request for the site survey? Or meron?
Ay kung may bibigay nyo sa ngayon yung mga names, mas maganda para may coordinate na namin kaagad. O kasi kung through letter natin, baka hindi natin ma-open sa schedule opening date.
Okay. So, after this provide na lang din naman agad namin sa inyo.
Ganun na lang.
Thank you.
Ibigay lang sa secretariat yung names and contact number.
Contact number importante para ma-inform namin kayo tapos kung ano yung mga requirements.
Any questions pa?
Good afternoon. Ask ko lang po kung yung doon sa SLCC po natin, kung pwede ma-consider ang mga batteries installed at substations.
UPS batteries. Kung yung batteries mo na yon is sa mga UPS, pwede yon. Kasi ang ano natin dito is yung batteries na gagamitin is for the UPS. So ibig sabihin, pag nag-supply ka ng battery na meron ka experience sa pag-install sa UPS. Kasi ang scope natin, supply, delivery, installation. So kailangan, kumbaga, alam nyo kung paano yung gagawin sa pag-install ng battery sa UPS.
Good afternoon po. Clarify ko lang po kung ano po yung ibig sabihin doon sa capacity test.
Bali, ito yung requirement natin sa capacity, no? So yung capacity testing, ito yung ating ipi-perform. Normally naman yung mga batteries, meron siyang mga kasama ng mga literature, di ba?
Meron po.
Yung technical. So, pwede natin magamit yun. And then, during actual installation, pwede tayong mag-random testing para makita lang ito.
Okay.
Hindi naman natin kailangan gawin yun para sa lahat. Ang dami nun, 360 batteries, di ba? Para lang makita natin yung kanyang actual performance, para meron tayong comparison. Kumbaga meron tayong factory test data, tapos meron tayong actual test data. Kasi importante din sa monitoring ito. Kailangan makita natin how the battery performs. Kasi para makita natin kung kailan siya due for replacement. Makikita mo yan pagka yung time niya bumababa na, di ba?
Okay. Tapos isa pa po, yung regarding po doon sa maximum discharge current, yung 1,500 amperes. Okay lang po ba na mas mataas siya? Pwede po ba siyang taasan? Yan po.
Maximum. Oo nga, kasi maximum na to eh. Meron pa bang mas mataas siya?
Meron po. Kasi yung like po yung sa amin, 1,800. Yun po, kasi nagkaano lang po kasi doon sa maximum niya. Kumbaga, kung pwede pa po ba siya ng beyond doon or pwede po siyang gawing minimum yan.
Pag ginawa kasi natin minimum, nare-restrict tayo doon sa masyadong mataas yung sa minimum na 1.5 eh. May ibang minimum na sa 1,000.
Kung na lang po sir, magbigay na lang po kayo ng range.
Greater na parang lalagay natin dyan is maximum discharge current is equal to or greater than 1,500 parang.
Parang ganun sir. Pero kung pwede po sanang mas beyond dyan sa 1,500.
Sige, i-discuss na lang muna namin ito and then we will issue na lang big bulletin for this particular item.
Tapos sir, additional pa, isa pa po. Yun doon sa flow charging voltage po. Yung 2.2 volts po, yan na po talaga yung minimum.
Yung 2.2 to 2.3 at 25 degrees centigrade.
Acceptable po ba kung sakali yung minimum namin is 2.25 to 2.3? Or kailangan po talaga?
Okay naman kasi
okay naman siya.
Kasi yung float voltage mo is nasa range ng 2.2 saka 2.3. Kung 2.25, walang problema. Pero kung bumaba ka dyan, sabihin natin 2.15, sa 25 degrees, hindi na.
Okay po. Sige po. Thank you po.
More questions?
Regarding po sa technical specs, yung sa temperature range po, ang nakasunod po dito is negative 20 to 60 degrees Celsius. So, ma-accept po ba natin yung offer na negative 15 to 45 degrees Celsius? Sa discharge operating temperature range po.
Storage temperature.
Discharge.
Discharge operating temperature range from negative 15
to 45 degrees.
Negative 20 to positive 60. Masyado nang malamig yung negative, Negative 15.
Ayun,
Pero temperature range lang naman ang pinag-usapan natin.
wala pong masyadong bearing, sir.
Walang masyad kasi imposible na yung negative 20 degrees natin, di ba?
Sir.
So, palagay ko pwede natin below freezing na yan eh. Kasi ang ano naman natin is, kumbaga ang importante is kaya niyang i-withstand yung temperature sa atin kasi, di ba, pabago-bago ang temperature.
Tapos pangalawa pa, sir, yung sa...
Excuse me, very the question is negative 15 to plus 45. I think plus 45 is not acceptable.
Kung plus 45, hindi pa pwede. Pero kailangan talaga natin is plus 60. Sa below, walang problema yun. Kung minus 15 plus 60 ang range mo, okay yun. Huwag lang sa masyadong mainit na.
Tapos yung sir, yung ano nyo, yung maximum discharge current, sir, 1,500 for how many seconds siya, sir?
Kumbaga instantaneous yan eh. Hindi na kami naglagay ng... Kasi masisira. Pwede mo pagka...
Okay, sir. Hindi lang po. Tapos sir, wala na ba, sir, chance na ma-extend yung delivery na 30 days?
Ano ba naglagay mo?
Sa first page, may page.
Yan. 30 days. Available naman. Available naman siguro to. Kaya siguro
Hindi na, sir, mababago talaga.
bakit ilang pang days gusto mo?
Kasi kadalasan din, sir, sa manufacturing, sir, ang mga batteries namin, sir. Halos 2 months yun, mag-manufacture tayo ulit as in batteries.
Okay.
Kaya kulang, sir, mga 90 days siguro, sir, ang
90?
o, sir, mga 60 to 90 days.
About the other media.
Same question.
90 po, sir, ang
Lahat ba? Lahat?
Yes.
Kasi, sir, yung lead acid piece, sir, ang standard na making talaga, sir, mga 2 months, sir. Wala. Siguro, sir, yung mga mesta kaya ng 30 days. Pero, sir, yung make order, sabi niya mga gusto, sir, yung hindi na stock. So, minsan, sir, talaga yung bago. Gagawin pa talaga yun, sir. So, kulang talaga, sir, 30 days.
Bas,
Ilan dito ang hindi kaya 30 days? So the chair,
What is the request of the bidder?
ulit
Sir,
ilan?
90 days. 90 days.
Other bidders.
90 days.
Ano yung manufacturing period?
ang requirement kasi natin, sir, dapat yung kanilang i-supply na battery, ang manufacturing date is 3 months prior to delivery.
That is 90 days.
Yan, yes, that is 90 days. Kasi para ma-ensure natin na talagang fresh yung mga battery.
The original invitation to bid says that the period for delivery is 30 days. What was the basis why we indicated 30 days then? There should have been a historical basis for that. Has it been done before? Because if it has been done before, then there's no reason for us to change it. But since there is a clamor from the other bidders, most of the bidders, I guess, the 30 days would not be enough, then maybe we can consider. But again, if there is a historical basis, that there has been several bidders already who has been able to comply with the 30 days, then of course it is in the best interest of the government to require them to deliver within 30 days.
Sir, the basis for the 30 days is previously we have purchases of battery, but only on a few quantities. This time, sir, 360 batteries kasi ito. So, ang problema kasi baka, sir, yun nga, yung 30 days requirement natin, baka hindi nila kaya i-comply yung dami ng quantity ng 360 for this limited period, baka magka-problema tayo.
Through the chair, may I know the recommendation of the technical working group?
I think, sir, pwede natin i-consider na lang kasi medyo mahaba, I mean, yung quantity masyadong. So, we will issue na lang, sir, a bulletin for this, including other queries para mag-clarify sa kanya.
What is the recommendation?
We will see kung pwedeng 90 or 60.
Okay, so right now we could not decide.
Yes. Ang kanilang request is 90, but we cannot, at this time, we cannot grant the 90. We will study further kung pwedeng i-grant ng extension, pero at we cannot say na 90.
Okay, so we will issue people.
Meron pa ibang questions? So, clear na ang ating docs.
So,
Okay na.
no further clarification.
So, okay na tayo. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming and so please na lang po, paki-advise na lang po, paki-abangan nyo na lang po yung utility na issue natin every 5 days. You know.
The names of the bidder who will decide.
Yes, sir. Ikot na lang po kayo dun sa office ng BAC. Doon may ilagay names. Thank you, everyone. Next.
Okay, so review conference po 7.8. And I think 7.4.
Thank you, repeater, tsaka basic. Isa lang ang supplier na. Dito po kayo. Good afternoon, leaders. Welcome sa ating wedding conference. May we know your name and the company you represent? Okay, po, start.
Good afternoon, everyone from Wireless Technologies Incorporated. Alexis Lanspace.
I am Engineer Arnel Gurtiza from Hospital.
John Philip Ordillano from One Commerce.
Kasama? Yes. So, questions? Pareho ba kayo nagpipit sa radio repeater and base radios?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So, clear ba ang ano, Windows? Sige, question.
For the, dun po kasi sa quantity ng base repeat, rate ng equipment is naka-one lang kasi siya dun sa big documents. Pwede po ba namin malaman kung yan po yung radio at saka repeat?
For the radio.
Saka sa base radio na rin po.
For base radio.
Dito.
Radio repeater 22. For the base radio.
For the base radio, 22 units, 22 sets na. Pinantay na yun. Nakalagay naman yung mga requirements na yun.
And for the repeater po?
For the repeater, 7. I think it's 7. 7 units.
How about for the batteries and power supply po? Kasi dun po sa technical specs naka-include po dun yung batteries and power supply.
What are you talking sa repeater?
Opo.
Oo, pair din siya. Isang set na yun. So, 7 sets, 7 batteries, and 7 units. Okay.
So yung sa may repeater, kung 1 unit is 1 piece of battery, right? May number of pieces of battery.
Di ba naka-specify dun sa requirements natin sa isang set? Isang set, isang battery na. Ang battery na kaya nang support yung home system ng repeater.
May number of hours.
May backup time po ba na required?
Hindi naman required, pero at least mga 1 hour.
Another question po. Dun po sa may existing po na analog, traditional analog, pwede po ba naman yung models?
For ano yun?
For the repeater po.
Kung anong mga models.
Apo, yung Castellana po kasi compatible doon sa traditional.
Icon B88, Icon B80.
To clarify lang po, V80 and V80.
Yes.
Thank you.
Question ma'am sa wireless technologies. Bali yung installation, each unit kasama lahat ng clarification natin.
Sa ano po, sa base radio na hindi po kasama.
Okay.
Ang sa repeater po kasama po yung installation.
Follow-up question na lang po. Regarding din sa installation ng repeater, may mga specific site na ba tayo?
Meron.
Yeah.
Another question regarding makakapag-request po ba kami ng site survey sa mga installations and install?
Installations ng repeater.
Ng repeater po, sorry.
If it's not required, pero nag-request kayo ng ano?
For the repeaters sa
For the
mga silent sites.
yes.
Excuse me, I think the question is valid because we are going to propose cost for installation, so they should be citizen.
Noted.
Pero it's not requirement nila sa so look up na kung dito yung 7 sites kasi makatulong sa midway. Pero hindi ni-require ng end users.
So what if they will be installing again at the top of the para sila hindi cost?
Pwede require na lang sir.
Then additional po, yun nga po, business na sinabi niya na yung 7 sets. Baka pwede na dito na malaman yung 7 sets.
Actually, 5 din ng airports, the rest dito sa Central. Central.
Ano ang specifics na yun?
Wala.
Ay, di sa ating airport. Sa mga airport, gusto yun.
Office na yan.
Installation. Saan sa airport sa office na lang?
Installation.
Pero yung summa, yan, isang
With regards to sa frequency, BHF tayo ang pumuntan. Okay na lang sa inyo. BHF.
Clarification lang po dun sa repeater. Ano po yung power source natin is reduce?
DC.
Question po. For the technical specifications sa section 7, page 66. For the repeater po. Required po kasi dyan na repeater should support dual slot digital or just reading. Yung item number po.
Support parts and types of
Dapat required talaga or pwede optional yung part na yun?
required. Kasi if it means kasi na mag-update kami ng mga radios namin, ready na siya for DMR or iba DMR kasi yes. So dapat required na meron siya.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any questions pa?
Meron po. Section 7 po. Page 67.
Section 7, page 67.
Sa repeater antenna system. Ayan po. Yung 19-inch rack mount cabinet with AC power. Yung sa dulo niya, ma'am, meron kasing, hindi ko alam kung typo yan, 16 channels.
Tayo po.
Hindi ba?
channels. Sorry, Mike. 16 channels po tayo.
Tanggalin yan. Saan yan? Sa repeater?
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding po sa delivery lead time, given po kasi 60 days o months, pwede po ba natin yung ma-extend?
Bakit mo ba't di mo ma-deliver ng 60 days?
In case na po kasi for the po sa manufacturing po din namin ng radio, para lang po yung allotted time, meron po extra.
Pero kasi di ba konting units lang siguro, most probably meron kayong available.
Are the leaders aware that you think you are required to take the in-case license to procure?
Nasa nagbenta lang mo?
NTC.
Next time.
No. So, any more questions? Okay na? Okay na po. Okay na daw sila sa Thank you.
Thank you.
Pati sa ano, wala na rin ha.
Sabay na yun.
Sa base radio, so okay na rin. Salamat. Gusto mo pala yan.
Okay, so we'll proceed to item 8. Opening of bids. Meron bang 17.1? Email.
Saan ba yan? Spanish. Okay, may leader. Baka may nakakatuwa naman yung show. Mali. Ay, tapos na.
Sige,
Kasi kailangan na lang kapit. Dati ng leader. State your name and ang mga represent.
I'm Maria Esther Pascual Son Micardayo for representative of San Narciso Builders Corporation.
To the chair, only one leader brought the leading documents and submitted us. Open up. So representative from San Narciso Builders Corporation, please confirm if this is your bid.
Yes.
Thank you.
The chair, permission to open their bid proposals. Inside the main envelope of San Narciso Builders Corporation are these three envelopes marked as original B, copy 1, and copy 2. Inside the original envelope are these two envelopes, the original financial documents and original technical and eligibility documents. The eligibility and technical documents of San Narciso Builders Corporation is a proper dubbing, pagination with signatures. Checklist, please.
Check please, field rep certificate of registration and membership.
Certificate of Builders Registration, dati ng membership, valid until June 18, 2019, submitted.
Annex A of the certificate of field rep registration.
Annex A, submitted.
Registration certificate of the SEP or DTI or CDE.
submitted.
Mayor's permit.
Mayor's permit from Municipality of Consolacion, submitted.
Tax clearance for DO number 298 series of 2005.
Tax clearance valid until May 19, May 18, 2019, submitted.
Validity of license.
Pickup license valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Statement of audits involving government and private contracts.
Statement of ongoing projects submitted.
Statement identifying the bidder single largest completed contract.
SLCC submitted.
Audited financial statements, stamp receipt of the BIR.
Audited financial statement from the year 2017 received on April 18, 2018, submitted.
NFCC computation.
NFCC with the amount of 1,128,694,905 pesos submitted.
Joint venture agreement.
Not applicable.
Bid security.
In the form of bid security declaration, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
Organizational chart of contract to be bid.
Organizational chart submitted.
List of constructions personnel.
List of personnel submitted.
List of constructions equipment unit.
List of equipment units submitted.
Omnibus sworn statement.
Omnibus sworn statement, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection, duly signed by Mr. Michael Anthony Diamode, or is duly authorized to present the bid.
Certificate of site inspection, signed by Mr. Mark M. Diamode, submitted.
Photocopy of company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Photocopy of ID, submitted.
Photocopy of the airport visitors logbook.
Photocopy of logbook, submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1, dated September 2, 2018.
Bid bulletin number 1, submitted.
Pass.
The submitted eligibility and technical documents of San Narciso Builders Corporation is rated as pass.
Medyo mas nauna pa kayo sa kay
To the chair, permission to open the original financial documents of San Narciso Builders. The financial documents of Sun Narciso Builders has a proper tabbing, signature, pagination, and signature. Checklist, please.
Checklist, bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimates.
Detailed estimates submitted.
And summary of unit prices for materials.
Summary of unit prices for materials submitted.
For labor.
For labor submitted.
And equipment.
And for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter, payment schedule.
Cash flow submitted.
Work CPM network diagram.
For CPM submitted.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and estimate.
Construction schedule submitted.
Financial bid.
With the bid amount of 4,849,090 pesos, 33 centavos. With no discount. Within the ABC of 4,948,212 pesos, 0.56. The chairs, the BAC recommends for bid evaluation of Sun Narciso Builders Corporation to determine the completeness of the bid and ethical. Consider any arithmetical errors for in the calculated bid.
Documentation of BWG for the bid evaluation of Sun Narciso. Duly seconded, Mr. Chair.
Implementation of the Sun Narciso Builders for the project expansion and of administrative building the So the builders, we will listen to the builder for post qualification after the implementation.
Thank you.
Then, let's proceed to the opening of item 8.2. Construction
Double check lang, sir. Hindi na double check lang. Sir, for 8.2, wala na submission. No submission. Failure bidding.
Sir, wala ko yung bidder sa
Wala rin submission talaga.
wala din.
Okay. So now we will consider this figure, the items that were stated this morning. Okay, most of procurement. For item 2.1, for case of manual stacker and civil.
Walang supply, sir.
For case of 2 units of preparation unit, item 2.2.
Wala na eh. Tinawag na.
Tinawag lang siguro. For case of data supply. Alright?
Ayun na sila, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this discuss this procurement. So in user
Na-take up na to dati. Ano na problema?
Problema lang sa total price.
So ito na yung tama, 204.
Nasa EPP ito.
Check ko, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Drugs, medicine, medical supplies.
What is the proposed for the procurement?
Public bidding, legislative procurement, shopping, and direct contracting.
What is the recommendation of the user?
Sir Chair, not if we don't run in the 2.3 is SPP.
Okay, we want to procurement for 2.3. 2.3 is SPP. Okay. 2.4. What case of aircraft?
2.4.
Units of CAPC.
Industrial one.
Nasa IPP?
CCC po.
Thank you po.
Other supplies. Yes, sir.
And what is the procurement?
Complete kasi dito. SBP.
IPP po yan.
SBP.
Iba mas kanya pagka-canvas.
Three bidders for shopping. Walang
Can you say? What is your recommendation?
SBP gusto niya.
Okay.
Kasama naman sa IPP yun sa movie.
Okay.
SBP po.
Identical right. Later yung computer database.
Gary, sa'yo to. Database server. Si Maximo, bumila ka rin. Ito ka rin. Sports equipment. Roma. Roma. Kasi si Felicita nakasign kasi sir sa ano.
Okay, so supply and delivery of sport equipment to this one office sa kailang mga isang bida, isang tubig split, one supplier na bida. Next one, the recommendation is SBP.
Hindi, mga equipment.
For 2.6 is
So 2.6 for the
Okay. 2.7. Gary. Kuya Max. Gary. Jensen. Leader. What's your recommendation?
Sir, good afternoon. For item 2.7 and 2.8, the mode of procurement recommended is SBP. Highlight lang po for 2.7, bali ito yung mga replacement natin doon sa mga kinuha nila sa technical center. So i-replenish natin ito. And for, yes. So, i-replenish natin yung stock level natin sa technical center. So sa kanila kasi naka-allocate yung request nila. And then for item 2.8, so ang recommended po namin yan is through SBP.
2.7, sir. SBP.
just enough recommendation from 10% for 2.7 and then 2.8.
Yes sir, yung sa 2.8 naman, ang ano ko lang, bali, mayroong project po ang DOTR na generator para sa Tacloban. Dalawa po siya. Ngayon, yung isang generator, parang dineliver doon, spare lang, hindi nagagamit. So para magamit natin sa airport, kailangan natin ng control module para mai-wire sa ating power plant. So ang recommended po niyan is SPP. Yun yung brand ng generator.
Recommendation of the user is SBP for 2.7.
Thank you very much. Mapunta dito.
Ay, supply. Nasa supply.
Yan, this is good, Jojo.
So nandito na yung supply.
And si Jojo. So, you look like that. Manual stopper and semi-electric stopper. Ay, ito.
Sa wala bubuhat eh, tutulak lang.
Di ba ng 48? Parang ka ng 48 lang. Pero pa,
Wala ko automatic.
So, hindi na pakipang mga ito mga malilingisa lang.
Item 2.1.
So, after by adopt the recommendation of the user for 2.1 SBP. Yung 2.2, nandito na ba? Self-donation na ito, yung self-donation. So, I think it will be set.
Except collections.
nasa ano naman to sir sa APP?
Sa SBP. Tapos, nandun yung SBP. Sa SBP.
SBP. SBP po. 2.5. Parating po si Mr. Maximo sir. Representation.
Okay, so we skip 2.5, we go to 3.5.
Presentation. May presentation sila. Ay,
3.1 presentation, data value, DMOS qualification report. Ay, dito muna. Sige, tayo muna si Max. 2.5. From model procurement, 2.5. Tapos na tayo.
ano mo? Wala, ano ko ba yung dyan? Sa report.
Yung minimum requirements, ano may explain? 7th generation. Hindi, at least mamit lang yan. Requirements. 7th generation. Kahit ano, basta, kasi as long na namit. Kasi dati parang mataas talaga yun sa kailangan. Saka,
Nasa SBP yan, Max, ha? Max? Nasa SBP? Opo.
SBP po.
Yes, sir. Ay, nasa APP, nasa
Jambon. Nasa APP po siya.
Okay, so what is the recommendation of the user?
Computer or database management. SVP and Shopee.
SBB.
SVP daw sir.
SBP, okay. Includes the implementation of Okay. Post qualification report.
Ay, joke lang. Sige. Nag-evaluate kasi sir si Joel Lorenzo ng job na
Para sa Yuren.
travel.
Saan? Para matapos na.
Sa inyo na lang sir, mag-maker. Si Joma na lang mag-ano. Mag-present. Yes sir.
Yan, ikaw na rin dyan.
Pwede na? Yes sir. Basahin mo lang.
Ilang naman. Kahit na ganito.
Good afternoon, sir. This is the post-qualification report for the purchase of fully automated blood chemistry machine for Opsam. The SCP is Biocare Health Resources Incorporated. And upon checking on the submitted eligibility and technical documents of Biocare Health Resources, the BAC found out that all the eligibility documents were all responsive. In the technical eligibility documents were also responsive. And with regards to the NFCC of the bidder, it is an amount of 280,334,060 pesos, which is more than the ABC of 2,200,000 pesos. And with regards to the technical documents, the bidder was responsive in the Section 6 and Section 7 requirements of the end user. So the bid of the bidder is 1,970,000. It has no arithmetical correction during the bid evaluation. And with the above findings, the BAC is recommending the award of the project to Biocare Health Resources Incorporated in the amount of 1,170,000 pesos. For award of the project to Biocare Health Resources.
Adopt the recommendation of either to G regarding item 3.1. The awarding of contract to Biocare Health Resources.
The Biocare had a recommendation given the award of funding for the
Sir, item 3.2, construction of slope protection at runway 1A at Monmouth Airport. After the conduct of post-qualification to the lowest calculated bidder, RNA Construction and Supply, the BAC found out that all the legal eligibility documents of RNA Construction, such as the PhilJets, the registration certificate, the mayor's permit, and the tax clearance were all responsive. And RNA Builders also submitted a valid TCAB license during the opening of bids. And with regards to the technical eligibility documents such as the SLCC, the BAC found out that the submitted SLCC is not similar to the contract that was bid out. So ito po yung submitted SLCC niya. The SLCC is for the construction of powerhouse. So vertical project po siya. And our SLCC na hinahanap natin for the project is for the slope protection. BDS clause 5.4b, similar contract shall refer to slope protection, flood control, RCPC, drainage canal projects. So, with regards to the SLCC, responsive posting in RNA builders. And with regards to technical documents, the required minimum technical personnel was not met by the bidder. Wherein the project engineer, the materials engineer, and the safety health officer are one and the same person. So with reference to the above findings, the BAC is recommending the disqualification of RNA construction and supply for non-conformance to BDS clause 5.4b and BDS clause 12.1b to 2.1 and 12.1b D to 2.2. For disqualification, sir, of RNA builders for the construction of slope protection at runway 1A.
Move to adopt the recommendation of TWT to disqualify RNA construction and supply for not complying with the requirements of the BDS.
Para disqualify.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Just a clarification, there is no other bidder.
Disqualified. Disqualified.
That means that the bidding of this package is okay. So the recommendation. How many times that is practical?
So this is the second failure yata po, sir. Second failure, sir. During the first meeting, sir, we have one bidder. However, na disqualify siya during the opening of bids. And sa second bidding po natin, we have four prospective bidders. Kaso nga lang, tatlo lang po yung nag-submit. And during the opening, disqualified po si Atcha Poso. Tapos si RNA EM Paule were subjected to bid evaluation. And si EM Paule po, hindi po siya nag-submit ng post-qualification documents on time. And RNA construction was post-disqualified.
If we are going to go I think the one who just failed to submit the post-qualification document, parang yung nalit lang, maybe we can invite them. Kasi previously qualified na siya. During post-qualification, hindi niya na-submit yung due time. So, and you can ask other contractors for participation. So, about those disqualified reviews, in this meeting, we have to invite them.
Sir, yung post-disqualify siguro sa pwede natin i-invite. And then yung during the first bidding, yung isa, sir, na during the bid evaluation na convention, disqualify siya. Pwede rin natin.
Kasi post-disqualified during post-qualification.
Post-disqualify siya
Yung RNA na disqualified siya dahil sa experience. So, pwede pa siya ma-qualify during the negotiation.
Kung makaroon siya ng ibang completed projects which is similar to the project that will be negotiated. Kaso nga lang, sir, saka siya makakapag-submit if siya yung mag-determine natin na lowest doon sa negotiated natin.
first bid, nagkaroon ng bid. Pero nag-post-qualify tayo.
No sir, during the first bid sir, we have one bidder who submitted the bid. Kaso nga lang sir, disqualify siya during the bid evaluation for incompleteness of bid.
So this is the second time na post-qualify na.
First time sir, yung first bidding sir is hanggang bid evaluation na.
Nung second is post-qualify.
Yes sir.
So the recommendation dito sa this bracket is for negotiation. So what is the comment of the bidders?
I want to adopt the recommendation of the TWB to push through with the negotiation given the very short period of procurement, which is very September. Kung baka may pa tayo lang. And just to make sure that those contractors will be invited or will be qualified with regards to the requirements within technical and financial.
Yes sir.
Necessary ba may contract na sa atin? May contract mo? May panalo na sa atin? May contract?
Panalo sa
Hindi, ang pinapailan natin is kung mga previous contractors natin na nakapag-complete na ng project ng invite natin.
I think we need to establish what will be the required criteria.
Kasi dami kong leaders niya sir. Makatapos ko na makalikan. Kasi pag may na-miss out, sabihin, hindi sila tinawag. Kasi ang daming leaders niya, kaya lang may parameter na lang tayo.
Actually, ano yan hindi naman tayo masisisi ng mga bidders kasi it's being advertised. And hindi mo makikita yung interest ng mga bidders So, nakikita mo ilan lang yung sumali. So, ang first preference natin yung interesado. Maybe yung taga or kasi mahirap mag-invite dun sa ayaw At ang ipo-point out ko lang na do not limit our invitation to the contractors.
How far? How many?
Minimum 3.
Maybe we can try 5. For instance,
Kasi pag negotiation kasi, pinabibigyan dito. So, malamang may mga maraming kasama.
That's the way it is. Kasi nag-aabot tayo ng panahon.
Can we consider all those previous pieces of combined document? Yung mga bidders dito na pumili ng document. Invite natin sila, but still we will pass through the requirement. Kung na-disqualify sila malay, iwan sila, makapagpupungkay sila, at least meron tayong reason kung sino i-invite natin, tumili sila ng document.
Sir, siguro pwede natin i-invite yung mga previous speaker natin kasi negotiated naman to So, magsasabit lang muna sila ng financial documents nila. So, pababaan. And then, tawag dito, saka lang naman sila magbibigay ng eligibility and technical documents after submission ng financial documents. Kung sino yung lowest.
It's the same process pa rin just being simplified. Because they still need to submit, they still need to comply with the guidelines, with the requirements of the bidding. Especially dun sa proposed bid nila. Kung kulang hindi rin sila mapopost qualify. So, it's the same process para simplify lang natin. But just to make sure na hindi mawala yung competition, we need to invite mga contractors.
We will invite a minimum of 3 bidders. A minimum.
My recommendation is that all of those companies that bought big document for this project, ilan sila? Yung 1 and 2.
Sir,
dito lang?
So,
2 lang sir.
yung first meeting sir isa, tapos yung second meeting sir.
Actually, Chair, I recommend to adapt what is the previous recommendation in the negotiated procurement because we decided on allowing 5 contractors. So for consistency, maybe we can also adapt 5 minimum contractors who will participate in this one. Parehas lang. Kasi maraming contractors.
Minimum 5 na eh. Pinakikinig sa boses.
Kaya, kasama nila ito. Kung kulang yung pumili, dinagdagan natin ang 20 outstanding.
5 big contracts na sa akin na lang. Previously participated. More na yan.
Setting 5 minimum. Halimbawa, dalawa lang yung bumili or tatlo, we can add 2 more contractors na papasa doon sa criteria natin.
At least minimum of 3.
Ayan, no? Oo nga, pero ang ano kasi niya, yung business yung lang including those is qualified.
Although it's minimum of 3. Kaya lang, ang ingano natin, maging 5. Kasi para mamaya, pag sinulatan natin yung tatlo, hindi magsabit, wala na naman yun. So, at least 5 marami. Kaya hindi rin wala yung competition. Feeling pa rin. Saka nag-decide na tayo before na 5 yung i-ano natin dito sa... Kasi sa dami ng budget ng ATM, kasi hindi na makakuha ng
okay na naman yun. Mas maganda nga 5, sir. Pero yung ano lang namin, yung discretion ba kung sinong tatawagin. At sa dami nila niyan,
Priority yung mga bumili na.
ay yung mga pag-inis ka.
Saka magbibigay na lang yung ATMs ng lista. And then before na lang sa mga.
Kung mahirap ma-use ba na madami ka, may favorite.
Actually, yung ano yan, yung ibibigay na yung user, ako ng preference yung mga bumili kasi they spend the money for the documents. Ang isusunod ko, halimbawa mo lang, yung current contractor with good outstanding record. Kasi marami kami contractor, baka negative slippage siya, delay siya, may performance. Yes, of course, the end user will provide immediately. Kasi yung may experience sa contractor.
Okay, the end user is instructed to submit the recommended supplier or possibility bidders, and the secretariat will send invitation to these bidders.
Okay. Sir, for correction, hindi po ito post-qualification report, bid evaluation report lang po. Yes.
Tuwa na sana.
So, sir, this is the result of the bid evaluation report of the BAC PWG. There were 3 prospective bidders for the project: MSI, Multi-Electric Systems, Danitec Power System Incorporated, and Red Card Trading and Construction. However, during the submission of bids, only 2 prospective bidder tendered their bid proposal and were initially rated as pass. These are MSI Multi-Electric Systems and Red Card Trading and Construction. The other bidder, Danitec Power System Incorporated, did not submit a bid or a withdrawal letter. So during the conduct of bid evaluation for the 2 bidders, the BAC PWG found out that the bid tendered by Red Card Trading and Construction is a complete bid, while the bid tender of MSI Multi-Electric System Incorporated was incomplete. So this is the deficiency of MSI Multi-Electric System. No 10 mm diameter DRSB and tie wire. Ito po siya. Ito po yung bid proposal niya, so wala po siya rito sa masonry works. 16 mm and tie wire. So So with the foregoing, the BAC TWG recommends ito sir yung kulang na. Under civil structural masonry works, no 10 mm diameter bar and 16 GI tie wire. So ito po yung panel. Wala sir. Ito po yung actual bid proposal ni MSI. Ito po yung civil structural under masonry works, 6-inch CHP, Portland cement, sand. And then yung sumunod po niya is labor na po. Wala po yung 10 mm and 16 tie wire. So ito po yung bid box natin. So item 1.03, naka-indicate po na kailangan natin ng 10 mm diameter and tie wire. So that was the efficiency of MSI multi-electric system. So with reference to the above findings, the BAC TWG is recommending for the disqualification of MSI multi-electric system being the lowest bidder during the opening of bids, and the post-qualification of red card trading and construction being evaluated and considered as the single calculated bidder in the amount of 7,276,685.64. For approval, sir, of the findings of the BAC TWG.
Yes, sir. Chair, who comment? Who thought that the recommendation from TWG for red card trading and construction on the post-quality process?
Recommendation of the evaluation for post-qualification of
Noted.
Meron pang apat, sir.
Dapat pa yan, tuloy pa natin. Tuloy pa natin.
Sir, next is the bid evaluation report for the construction of unmanned building at Ormoc Airport. So there were two bidders, sir, RT Murabi Construction and EM Paolo Construction. Both bidders passed the opening of bids. So the lowest bidder, sir, is RT Murabi, followed by EM Paolo Construction. And during bid evaluation, wala namang pagbabago sa rankings. RT Murabi Construction is still the lowest bidder with 4,945,227.04. However, sir, CEM Paolo Construction and Trading, the BAC TWG found out that the bid offer of EM Paolo Construction and Trading is an incomplete bid. So ito po yung incompleteness niya. Under septic tank, wala pang project engineer, and under landscape, cement pads and garden soil landscaper and decorator. So, in reference to the above findings, the BAC TWG is recommending for the post-qualification of RT Murabi Construction, being the bidder with the single calculated bid in the amount of 4,945,227.04.
Move to that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Question of Mr. Chair.
Recommend that the recommendation be evaluated for the post-qualification of RT Murabi for the construction of the building of airport.
Sir, item 4.3, bid evaluation report for the construction of GAD Center at San Juan International Airport. There were 3 prospective bidders, Marrakesh, CDG, and ARN builders. However, only Maracas Enterprises tendered their bid proposal in the submission and opening of bids. And they were qualified and they were rated as passed during the opening of bids. And upon conducting bid evaluation on the bid proposal of Maracas Enterprises, the BAC PWG found out that it was a complete bid, and the calculated bid of 17,976,996.97 is also the same as the submitted bid proposal, and it is below the ABC. So with reference to the above findings, the BAC PWG is recommending for the post-qualification of Maracas Enterprises for the construction of God Center at Zamboanga International Airport, being the single calculated bid of being the single calculated bidder in the amount of 17,976,996.97.
Move to adopt the recommendation of PWG, Mr. Chair, for the first qualification of Maracas Enterprises for the construction of God Center in Zamboanga.
Item 4.3, the evaluation report for the complete tapping of roof deck at selected areas at Davao Airport. There were 5 prospective bidders: SM Castro, Phildelco Construction, It's Gold, Precious Construction, and EM Paule. However, only 2 submitted their bids. 3 submitted their bids, and only 2 were initially rated as passed during the opening of bids, and these are SM Castro Management and EM Paule Construction and Trading. Precious Construction was disqualified during the opening of bids due to non-compliance of BS Clause 6.3 or the non-submission of photocopy of company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection. And the other 2 bidders, Phildelco Construction and It's Gold, builders and did not submit a bid or withdrawal letter. So after conducting bid evaluation on the bid proposal of SM Castro and EM Paule Construction, the BAC PWG found out that the bid proposal of EM Paule, being the lowest bid, is an incomplete bid, and ito po yung deficiency niya. No project civil engineer, geodetic engineer. Ito po yung actual na bid proposal ni EM Paule. Meron po siyang project engineer, geodetic engineer, meron siyang araw, merong vector date, kaso no manpower. So, ito po sir, incomplete pa rin po siya. Considered pa rin po siya na incomplete. So the bid of SM Castro, being the second lowest bidder, was ascertained to be complete bid, and it is, sorry sir, below the ABC. Below the ABC. It is below the ABC, and it is considered as the single calculated bid for the project. The calculated bid of SM Castro is 29,886,833.76, and it is below the ABC of 30,396,299.64. So the BAC PWG is recommending for the disqualification of EM Paule Construction and Trading for incomplete bid, and the post-qualification of SM Castro Management and Construction for being evaluated and considered as the single calculated bid for the project.
budget for post-qualification, or SM Casino Management and Construction Services.
So, not get for the post-qualification is it cancelled for the traffic road and selected areas at the road.
So item 4.5, with evaluation of TWG for purchase of various laboratory supplies and blood chemistry, hematology, pet agent. Approved budget, 1,249,850 pesos. Then, only one bidder, BioCare Health Resource Incorporated. And then the complete bid below the ABC, single calculated bid. The TWG recommendation, proposal of BioCare Resources Incorporated, the amount of 1,225,396 pesos and 26 centavos is below the ABC. Is hereby recommended for post-qualification.
Mr. Chair, I want to adopt the recommendation of PWG for post-qualification of BioCare Health Resources items. Second decision.
Other matters muna tayo, sir. Urgent lang. Ay, pwede po ba i-discuss yung ano, sir, yung concern ni Mr. Ortiz? Concern ni Mr. Ortiz. Kasi ayaw niya pumirma sa abstract of bids. Siya kasi ang end user for BPOR, butuan. Sobrang na-delay na po ito, sir. Ayaw niya pumirma ng abstract of bids. Kasi ito dapat yung aming pinapirma.
Pumirma siya ng resolution.
Resolution, wala daw siyang problema to, sir. Abstract lang. Hindi niya gusto yung ganito. Abstract of bids is the result of the big evaluation. Kasi nagra-ranking dapat. So, actually talaga, ang naging lowest na si PhilCax after ma-grant yung protest niya. So, second lowest na si Evercon. So, ganito dapat ang itsura. Ang concern niya, sir, is magkaiba daw kasi ang BAC members during the opening of PhilCax and the opening of Evercon and the opening of PhilCax na documents. So, hindi naman kung pwedeng ganito ang presentation ng abstract of bids.
Pwede bang po ng paket ng meeting? Pwede bang po yung pirma?
Hindi po.
Kasi kung yung paket ng meeting o sa'yo lang mag-pirma, po siya.
Hindi na siya. Ito din, nag-tracking kami sa gusto niyang mangyari. Parang kasi ito gusto niya. Ibang back members niya, iba din ang back members nito. Hindi mo po pwede ganito, sir. Kasi supposedly, the current back should take all the responsibilities na muna iwan ng carry over kasi.
Kasi kung inabi mo yan,
Ilagay na parang may ginawa din nila nung ano nga yung statement nila. Paano wala tayo? Ano nga ba yun?
Ang pwede ko is, hindi mo pwede ko before yung pangalan ni Ken. Nung division yung niya mamatay. Nung
Si Jopet siya, bawat. Hindi mo pwedeng force at yung resolution. Kasi pangalan mo siya.
Yung abstract yun.
Ha?
Abstract lang. Yung abstract lang. Yung resolution ko pinapata siya. Yung abstract lang. Pwede ko
Jopet lang pangalan. Hindi, kasi dapat back ito, back yung first. Oo nga.
Oo, inclusion nga. Siya nga yung content yan eh.
Magkaiba pa sa resolution, sir. Ganun. Sa resolution siya, sa abstract ito si Jopet.
Report lang siya. Kasi siya umaten siya umaten, tapos hindi siya umaten, pero nire-represent niya sa
Pangalan ng representative.
Pangalan niya naman sa dito po, sa abstract.
Tapos pangalan nito.
Oo. Pero sa resolution, si Ken. Or, dalawang abstract set.
Hindi, ibig ba sabihin yung resolution confirming the abstract yung nasa loob?
Supposedly kasi ang abstract of bids is the result of the bid evaluation. So bago pa mag-post call, may abstract of bids na siya. Kasi yan yung result ng pag-ranking na eh. Pag-open. Nangyayari lang, ginagawa kasi itong paggawa na ng resolution. And PWG nga dapat ang gumagawa dito. So kung actual, bago nag-protest, si Everton ang nanalo, pag i-abstract mo siya, ang lalabas. Pero solo
Hindi, kung bid evaluation, wala pa man. Parang kinonsider mo na yung protest, kaya nakasama yung ano.
Oo, yun yan. Kung sa result, kung sa ito, final na, consider na ang protest.
Kasi parang kasi pumatas ka.
Yan sa abstract kasi. Yan sa abstract kasi, hindi nakikita na yung
Kaya dalawang abstract na lang.
kung lalagyan mo ng note yan.
Pero, oo nga.
Lalagyan mo ng note yan after consideration.
May paglalagay ka na lang sa parang preparation dyan ako. Ano so,
Pwede naman din yan. Pwede naman din isa.
ito po.
Oo. Kasi abstract of bids during opening. Ito isa, during
Oo, dinan pwede din. Pero after the insurance.
masama ito.
Kaya gusto niya
I-reflect niya lang naman yung career score.
Oo, nandito naman dito. Ayun pa. Ay, hindi pa namin napakita.
Kung hindi siya pipirma dyan, tapos pipirma naman sa resolution.
Ano, hindi ah. Kinukuha kami dito abstract.
Hindi, I mean, yung hindi niya pag-firma sa abstract, mas pag-firma siya sa solution, mas primary yung solution. Kasi yung decision ng TAP, pinansin mo sa solution. Based na dun sa, consideration namin sa...
Magaling yung data siguro na may user representation.
Pero i-try muna namin ito sir kung papayag siya. Hindi. Si Jopet na. Ito, December 19 to eh. Ito, May 34.
Ako po yung kasi during his presence, yung lowest, yung background is parang talaga sa
Preservation.
Kasi kung ano naman ilagay ko yun,
hindi na bago yung
pakita niya yan sa buket na siya.
Ako. Pag hindi, si Jopet na lang tayo.
Nagilagay na siguro na ilagay ko na yan na nag-protest yung game tax. Tapos ito yung result na kasi yung big win. Yung big kaya sa
After protest.
Sige po, ayusin ko.
Bakit yung security kakagaling na natin?
Kasi actually sir, kaya pa ni Rob, inayos na niya to sir. Security to na tinake up ng dating BAC. Malinaw naman, kailang nanggugulo lang yung si Minsas. Pero inayos na ni Atty. Rob. Kaya lang, may instruction na kasi si Atty. Dandro na dapat i-agenda sa BAC. Ilagay ko lang para compliance, pero hindi na natin sila discuss. Kasi hindi naman ninyo alam din yun eh. Tsaka, matatapos na yung contract nung pinoprotest. Kasi emergency yun eh. Ito sir, gusto niyo i-discuss pa o diretso na lang kay Atty. Rob? Mahaba ang sulat ni Just. I-check naman kay Atty. Rob yun eh.
Dapat kasi, yung mga ganun, hindi naman ng liga.